Today we're taking a look at these college basketball matches, which are happening on Friday, February 3, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and make sure to watch it till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Also check out our Patreon if you want access our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link in description and comments section below. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Akron Zips vs Kent State Golden Flashes. The Kent State Golden Flashes head to Akron on Friday to take on the Zips. Kent State is 18-4 on the season and the leaders of the MAC. The Golden Flashes have won 9 of their last 10 games and are riding a 2-game win streak. Kent State is 6-4 on the road heading into Akron. The Golden Flashes are averaging 9.3 steals per game. Since falling to ranked Gonzaga in the first week of December, Kent State has rattled off 12 wins in their last 13 games. Their most recent W came in an 81-69 contest against the Central Michigan Chippewas. The Golden Flashes only turned the ball over 5 times, while forcing 11 from the Chippewas. They also pulled down 15 offensive boards, but gave up 14 in the process. Both teams actually took the exact same amount of shot attempts in the game, 56. Central Michigan hit 25, 44.6%, while Kent State hit 26, 46.4%. The biggest difference was in free throws, where the Golden Flashes went 21-33, 63.6%, while the Chippewas only went 9-17, 52.9%. They still failed to cover the -19 spread, while the total went over 136.5 points. This has been a good rivalry in the past, with both teams grabbing 4 wins and covers in their last 8 games against each other. In recent games, Akron has gone 4-1-1 Austrian shilling in their last 6, while Kent State has failed to cover 3 games in a row by an average margin of -11.2 points. The Zips have a big rebounding advantage. They're ranked 1 spot ahead of the Golden Flashes in offensive rebounding, but a whopping 196 spots higher in defensive rebounding. Additionally, Kent State has a tendency to foul way too much, 24.4% rate, ranked 315th, while Akron is really good at drawing fouls from opponents, 24.1% rate, ranked 34th. Our team pick is Akron Zips -2 points. The Zips have been dominant at home this season, and I have them covering and taking sole possession of the first seed in the Mid-American Conference. While the games have been split pretty evenly in this rivalry, the point totals have been the complete opposite. The under has hit 13 of the last 15 times that these two schools played each other on the hardwood. Looking at recent games, Kent State has seen the total go under in 9 of their last 10 games on the road and 12 of their last 17 overall. As stated above, these are 2 defense-first teams. They're actually ranked 44th, Kent State, and 43rd, Akron, in opponents' points per game at 64.9 and 64.8 respectively. You add those 2 totals together and you get 129.7, which sounds closer to what I would expect the total to be set at. As it stands, I see good expected value on the under in this game. Our total pick is under 133.5 points. UNLV Runnin' Rebels vs Fresno State Bulldogs. The Fresno State Bulldogs remain on the road Friday with a trip into Vegas to take on the UNLV Rebels. The Bulldogs are 9th in the Mountain West with a 7-14 record. Fresno State has won 3 of their last 10 games and are riding a 3-game losing streak. The Bulldogs head into UNLV with a 2-7 road record. The Fresno State Bulldogs are averaging 74% from the free throw line. In their last game, Fresno State was on the road and were blown out 85-62 facing a Wyoming team that is tied with Colorado State for the fewest conference wins. The Bulldogs were outscored by 22 points in the first half, only shot a paltry 37.9% from the floor, and allowed the Cowboys to shoot 50.9%. 3 players for Fresno State scored in double figures, led by Isaiah Hill, with 11 points on 4-6 shooting, while the rest of the starters combined to go 9-24 from the floor. The Bulldogs came nowhere near covering the spread as a 5.5-point underdog, and they have failed to cover in 5 of their last 7 games, including their last 2. UNLV was on the road in their last game in an 83-71 win over Colorado State, who is in the basement of the MWC. The Rebels outscored the Rams by 9 points in the first half and shot 47.5% from the floor and held CSU to 44.4% shooting. 4 players for UNLV, including 3 starters, went for double digits, with E.J. Harkless going for 17 points and Keshawn Gilbert chiming in for 16 points. UNLV is hot winners of 3 in a row, and Fresno State is not losers of 3 in a row and 6 of their last 7 games. The Bulldogs are one of the lowest scoring teams in the nation, and in their last game, they only scored 62 points in a blowout loss to a Wyoming team that the Rebels beat badly 3 games back. UNLV has played well on both sides of the floor in their last 3 games, and that will continue in this game. They will stay hot with a win, avenging the loss to Fresno State, sending them to their 4th straight loss. Oh yeah, UNLV will win rather handily, so they will cover the spread as well. The total for the game between these teams this season went over. The total was pretty low in that game, 130, and while this game will not be a barn burner, it will not be a slow-paced defensive affair. UNLV is coming off a game where they scored 83 points, and Fresno State gave up 85 points in the bad loss in their last game. The Rebels will definitely score more than the 63 points they had against the Bulldogs a few games back. Fresno State is one of the lowest scoring teams in the nation, but they will have a decent total, and they put up 76 points in the win over UNLV. A barn burner this game will not be, but it will be like the first matchup. Take the under 132.5 points. Nevada Wolfpack vs Air Force Falcons. The Air Force Falcons head to Nevada on Friday to take on the Wolfpack. The Falcons are 12-11 on the season and sit 8th in the Mountain West. Air Force has won 3 of their last 10 games and are riding a 4-game losing streak. The Falcons head to Nevada with a 3-5 road record. Air Force is averaging 15.3 assists per game. Air Force has been inconsistent this season. The Falcons come into this game at 12-10, they are 3-7 in the conference. Air Force is also just 3-7 in their last 10 games. The main issue for the Falcons during their recent tough run has been offense. They have scored 60 points or less in 4 of their last 7 games. Air Force is shooting 46.3% from the field, and they are allowing opponents to shoot 43.2%. Nevada has had a strong season. The Wolfpack come into this game at 17-6, they are 7-3 in the Mountain West. Nevada started the year 5-0, and the Wolfpack have continued to play well. Nevada has been significantly better at home this year. The Wolfpack are just 5-5 on the road, they are 11-0 at home. Nevada's strong defensive play has been the key to their season. They've held opponents to 60 points or less 6 times this season. The Wolfpack are also holding opponents to 41.5% shooting from the field. Nevada's leading scorer is Gerard Lucas, who is averaging 17 points a game. Darian Williams leads the Wolfpack in rebounding, he's averaging 7.4 rebounds per game. Keenan Blackshear is leading the team in assists, he's averaging 4.6 assists per game. The Wolfpack come into this game at 17-6, despite being just 5-5 on the road. Nevada is undefeated at home. Air Force started the season well, but they are just 3-6 in their last 9 games, and the Falcons are also on a 4-game losing streak. Air Force has been inconsistent offensively all year. Nevada's defense should be able to control this game. Take Nevada. Nevada is holding opponents to just 41.5% shooting from the field, and the Wolfpack have also played their best at home all year. Air Force has been inconsistent offensively all season. The Falcons have scored 60 points or less in 4 of their last 7 games. The Wolfpack also ranked 238th out of 363 teams in the nation in pace at 66, and the home team usually dictates tempo. Take the under.